Welcome to Give Day Tampa Bay 2015, live from the WEDU studios at the Berkman Family Broadcast Center.
Hello, welcome to Give Day Tampa Bay 2015. That applause you hear is live in our studios. We have a live audience full of folks that you're going to meet as the day goes on, and we're glad you are here with us. My name is Cathy Unruh, and I'll be your host for the next hour for our day-long event. Give Day Tampa Bay is a 24-hour charitable giving event that supports over 549 local nonprofits. Now, this effort is led by the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay and the Florida Next Foundation to make it easy for individuals, and that means you, to invest in our community. I'm here because I'm a lucky person. My parents emphasized from as early as I can remember that part of your allowance goes to help other people. That's a lesson that sticks with you for life, and I now work with WEDU along with many other nonprofits. We would like to get that message across to folks that it's a wonderful way to share what you have in your life, and there's nothing like feeling good because you're helping others. It's important to support the nonprofits who take care of the people in our community and the animals as well. Making a donation is easy. Anyone can log on to the website givedaytampabay.org. You search for your favorite charity, or you choose from our list, and you can scroll through the nonprofits by category if you'd like. When you hit the donate button, you fill in your credit card information and make your secure gift in a matter of minutes. The minimum donation is only $25. And throughout the day, we'll be going to our leaderboard, which will have the total amount of funds donated to each nonprofit. Our goal is to reach $1 million or more in 24 hours. And of course, we'd like to hit the or more. You can help. I'll be joined by a number of experts from the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay, Florida Next, and WEDU who can tell us about some of the other Give Day events that are going on around the Bay Area. Now let's take a look at our leaderboard. This is what we'll be watching as we go through the day to see what the numbers are for the various nonprofits and how they're running. And there are prizes for nonprofits who get the biggest donation. We'll talk about them through the day. So we'll be keeping a close eye on this. And making a donation is quick and easy again. You just go to givedaytampabay.org. You search for your favorite charity, or you choose one from the list of 549 registered participants. You can also scroll through the nonprofit by category. When you hit the donate button, you just fill in your credit card information once is all it takes. You can make your secure gift in a matter of minutes, or multiple gifts. The minimum donation is only $25. And now we're going to turn to our first guests of the day, and these are the folks who are making this all happen. We have Ned Pope, who is president of the Next Foundation, and Marlene Spalton, who is president and CEO of Community Foundation of Tampa Bay. Thank you both for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thanks
Cathy.
for having us.
First of all, this is the second time around. You started this last year. Why?
I think, we had a unified effort that we put together to try and inspire a new generation of donors in our community and also provide some visibility to a lot of the great nonprofits. A lot of people don't realize how many nonprofits are out there and the good work that they're doing in our community. And by emphasizing mobile device giving, by making it as easy as you referenced, Cathy, to participate, we're really reaching out to a new generation of people to get them engaged.
Let's talk about that new generation. I said that, I was fortunate to be taught from as long as I remember to give, but not everybody's getting that lesson. So you're really targeting, you're looking at Gen Xers, millennials, people who might not have grown up with that foundation, that this is part of what you do.
That's correct. And, one of the key stats that we locked onto almost 2 years ago now, as crazy as it seems, was this concept of mobile device usage. In 2014, January 2014, was the first time that internet traffic on mobile devices exceeded that of desktops and laptops. Well, we're not going back in the other direction. I mean, this is how we live our daily lives. This is how we keep up with all the things that we need to do, stay connected with one another, and it's really sort of our mobile workplace, if you will. So incorporating that into a donation concept and to fundraising campaigns through these nonprofits, through crowdfunding techniques and things of that nature is really something that we wanted to inspire, and so we're happy to be involved.
And if I could add a baby boomer perspective on that, there are a lot of us who are using mobile devices as well to do our banking, to do our business. So we know that we're capturing as well some longtime philanthropists as well as those who just have never gotten engaged in philanthropy and see this as an easy way to do that. It's just been overwhelming to them before or too complicated. So we really think this is a day that celebrates giving across all generations, and it's just a new way to do it. It makes it easy, it makes it fun, makes it competitive. There are other cities across the nation that are doing this as well. We want Tampa Bay to look good in comparison to those other cities because we know that people here are generous, have generous hearts.
And I think that's an important point, that while we want to bring in some new folks, it's people who are already doing this. And maybe Give Day will also introduce them to some nonprofits that they're not yet familiar with.
Absolutely. We had a story of one woman last year who gave to 3 animal groups, 3 different ones, and continues to give to 2 of those and has become involved as a volunteer in those. That's really what we're looking for, long-term effect on our nonprofits.
And that's why being able to choose category is a good thing, too. If your special interest is animals or whatever it is, you can go there and see who's registered.
Exactly. And maybe be introduced, as you mentioned, to a nonprofit you didn't know was providing that kind of service to people in our area.
Now let's talk about numbers. Last year, I believe it was $1,000,089. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I read a joke somewhere that this year you want it to be 1.09. Wow, really? We'd like to change that first digit maybe. How high are we looking for today?
I think beating the dollar amount from last year would show significant growth. The number that I'm most focused on personally, and Marlene, you might have a different metric that you're chasing, is the number of individual donations. Yep. So last year we had about 5,132. And this year we're already more than halfway to that, and we haven't even hit lunchtime yet. So I'm very encouraged that we could probably get in that 7,000 individual donor range, because that really is the key to all of this. When you're doing an initiative with a $25 minimum donation, last year 60% of the donations were $50 or less. It's not only about the dollar amount, it's also about the people that you can get involved in the initiative and the new people that you can expose to these nonprofits in our community.
That's what I was going to add, Ned, too. What we care about are new donors, people that haven't done this before and are trying it, because we know that the experience of giving is so positive, people will continue that once they've had that experience. So if this event can help introduce people to philanthropy and the great joy that it gives you to be a part of an effort like this, then we have longtime donors, and we care about that.
Mm-hmm. And just to put a point on that truism, that helping others really feels good.
Yes.
And today encourages that because you feel part of a movement almost, or joining other people. That statistic, over halfway to where you were a number of donors last year, and it's not even noon yet.
That's right.
That's impressive. To what do you attribute that?
Exposure. I mean, last
Training,
year, any number of
nonprofits
things.
knowing what to do this year. They really took seriously the training. Part of what we offer to any nonprofit that's registered is training with our training partner, the Leadership Center, the Nonprofit Leadership Center of Tampa Bay. And they've gone to those trainings. They are employing those strategies and techniques. So I see them targeting particular prizes or particular strategies and encouraging all their donors to give. And they know it's really going to happen. We didn't know what would happen last year,
I had
right?
no idea what to expect.
So now we know that people will step up. They will respond to an effort like this. And I think others have become believers as well.
And you're making it a bit of a party, which is always fun.
Yes.
And it's
always
Cinco
fun.
de Mayo, so we
Indeed.
have 2 parties going on.
Lots of margaritas.
That's
yes.
right. That's right. We're excited because we have some evening events this year. Some of y'all remember that last year Give Day was on May 6th. So it was sort of the opposite effect. There were not a lot of people going out the night after Cinco de Mayo.
They were a little hungover.
Cinco de Mayo, we think we've got a good hook to get some people out enjoying the nightlife and being a part of this movement.
Yeah, it can be bar talk tonight. So how much did you give today? Who'd you give
That
to?
positive
I'll
peer
drink to
pressure.
that.
Don't think I won't take advantage of that. I certainly will.
And tell them where they can go to be part of the party during today. You can go down to Channel Sides
Yes.
if you'd like to.
Yep.
Yes.
Here at WEDU, of course.
WEDU is going to be broadcasting live, as you said, all day, and there are food trucks. I was trying to park and seeing them arrive, as well as lots of fun going on here. I was so impressed with all the decorations. So that's going on here all day long, people dropping in. Channel side, we have a location in St. Petersburg.
We do. The Rays are hosting a watch party for their game against the Red Sox tonight at Courtside Grill. And so that'll be the main St. Pete party. So we hope any of you St. Pete area nonprofits that are watching this, or Pinellas nonprofits that are watching this, head out there. A lot of individual nonprofits are doing a lot of things, and then of course Channel Side will be going, midnight to midnight. We were over there at 4:30 this morning, and there's already traffic over there, so you're welcome to come out if you're on the Hillsborough
And
side.
another party down in Sun City Center.
Oh, there you go.
Big party down there going on for residents down there.
Well, we thank you for being here. Ned Pope with Florida Next, Marlene Spalton with the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay, and we wish you continued success throughout the day. As you know, we'll be watching closely.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Cathy.
being with us.
Thanks for having us.
The address for WEDU is 1300 North Boulevard in Tampa. It's easy to get to. The food trucks that were mentioned, we have some Mexican food, we have some disco donuts, we have a party going on, so feel free to stop by here for your lunch hour, bring someone by with you. You're most welcome. And while our next guests are being seated, let's go to our leaderboard and get an updated total on your donations. Here's a look. Welcome back to Give Day Tampa Bay. We hope you got a good look at that leaderboard and that you are contributing so that your numbers show up on it. I'd like to introduce our next guest. We have with us Heather Barrow, who is the founder of High Risk Hope, and her son Hill. Can you say hi, Hill?
Hi.
Good morning. And also with us is Gabby Soriano, who's with Hyde Park Village. And you all are working together today, but let's start first with what High Risk Hope is.
We are a nonprofit founded in Tampa. Just 4 years ago, we serve women on a hospital bed rest and premature infants in the neonatal intensive care unit at St. Joseph's Women's Hospital and Tampa General Hospital.
And women on bed rest is a very calm phrase for something that's not a lot of fun and can go on for weeks and months.
That's right. A lot of times people think bed rest and think vacation. It's not that at all. It's very taxing emotionally and physically on our moms, and we're just there to support them through their hospital stay.
And you yourself were on bed rest with Hill
Yes,
for, was it 73 days? Is that what
it was just over 8 weeks on hospital bed rest. My water broke when I was 24 weeks pregnant, and then Hill was born at 32 weeks and spent several weeks in the NICU at St. Joe's.
And that time of the bed rest was very hard for you.
It was very difficult for our family. The entire time I was pregnant, I was worried about the survival of my son. And during that time, we relied heavily on friends and family for support for everything that we needed, and also to take care of my daughter, who was then 2 at the time. And when we left the hospital, we realized our experience was the exception and not the rule. And we went on to found High Risk Hope.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about what you do and who all you help. So, Hill, what do you remember of all this?
I don't know.
Put your mouth up real close to that microphone.
I don't know what I remember.
Yeah, we wouldn't really expect you to remember. Tell us what you're doing these days. Are you in school?
I'm out of school today.
Yes, you're with us today. But are you in kindergarten, first grade?
Pre-K.
Pre-K. Okay. And can you tell us what a high-risk hope baby is?
A nonprofit.
High Risk Hope is the name of the nonprofit that helps the babies. Heather, tell us what you do to help the moms and the kids.
We deliver bed rest baskets to women on hospital bed rest filled with everything they need to survive their hospital bed rest stay, but also they're delivered by our volunteers who provide a dose of encouragement. When I go, I always talk about my son, and I'm able to show a healthy baby. Also on the NICU side, we provide NICU knapsacks. And it's just something to connect with the families and let them know that they're not alone and that someone out there has been there and can help them emotionally through their time in the NICU.
And that would be the neonatal intensive
That's
care
right.
unit, just for folks who don't know the lingo. And you follow your families for a long time.
Yes. In fact, our families, most of our volunteers today in the village are former bed rest or NICU moms. So we not only stick with our babies, we engage our former patients and ask them to get involved and pay it forward, which they do very open-heartedly, and they do it on a weekly and sometimes daily basis.
And Gabby, you're the marketing director for Hyde Park Village.
I am, yeah.
Tell us what Hyde Park Village is for those who don't live nearby.
Sure.
And what your connection is today with High Risk Hope.
Hyde Park Village is a shopping and dining area in the heart of Hyde Park and Tampa Bay area. And we are very excited to be partnering with High Risk Hope because, as Heather mentioned, we know that a lot of our shoppers, our diners, have benefited through her organization, and we appreciate our community's support by coming to the village to shop and to dine and socialize, and any opportunity that we have to show support to our shoppers, our community, we jump right on it.
So how are you partnering with High Risk Hope today specifically?
So if anybody donates $25 or more to High Risk Hope, our wonderful merchants in the village have decided to collectively give lots of great giveaways and discounts to all the donors. And we have a station up in, a High Risk Hope tent and station in the village right now. And if you donate $25 or more, you can come and get your wristband at the village and enjoy those opportunities for great discounts and deals.
Okay. And you were showing your
Yes, I've been shopping already. So we were thrilled to partner with them. They were our first choice. I've been shopping at the village ever since I had an allowance, and they're full of small local businesses. And we're a small local nonprofit. So Gabby jumped on board, as did all the merchants. And it just shows you don't always have to give a ton of money to make an impact. Their partnership with us has been incredible for us and is already keeping us near the top of the leaderboard, and we hope to stay there, and we hope to partner with them in future years. But it's also a day that I personally support several nonprofits at WEDU, our hospitals, and it's just a way to get the community out there and get involved and not put all your eggs in one basket. Spread it out and do as much as you can for as many nonprofits in the community.
That's a great thing to think, that this is the day to shop around with nonprofits along with shopping at Hyde Park Village or wherever.
Yes, absolutely.
So you might have heard the statistic earlier that the number of donations is already halfway to where it was last year, and we're early into the day. Did you do a lot to get the word out for your organization?
Yes, we did. I think that we joke with Give Day Tampa Bay. They may be a little tired of us using their hashtag, but we have done everything in our power to get the word out to our donors, our families, the community. We're so thankful for the exposure that Give Day Tampa Bay, the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay, and WEDU has given us. Of course, we want to win big today, but we already feel like winners for how much we've already raised, and we hope that that number continues to rise throughout the day.
Well, you're all winners because you're giving your time and your efforts to help other people.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. Hill, we appreciate you being here with us, too. We hope you enjoy your day off school and the party. You going to go out to the food trucks?
He's already been.
Some disco donuts.
Now his teacher knows where we are.
And while our next guests are coming up to join us, let's go once again to our leaderboard, and we'll get an updated total on your donations. Here's a look. And welcome back to the WEDU studios here in Tampa. Give Day Tampa Bay is a 24-hour charitable giving event. It supports 549 local nonprofits, and anyone can log on to Give Day Tampa Bay. That's until midnight tonight. You can make a contribution to your favorite nonprofit organization or organizations, and you can find new ones. This is an effort led by the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay and the Florida Next Foundation to make it easy for people to invest in our community together. And we're going to turn to our next guests now, who are with Encore Tampa Bay. Bevan Gray Rogel is the president and founder locally, and Monica Cinchula is the founder and CEO of Reunion Care. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you, Kathy, for having us.
Let's tell everybody, first of all, what Encore is.
Well, what Encore is a social change movement that's going on across the country, where people in the second half of life, 40 plus on, are committed to redefining work and redefining retirement, and that looks in many different pathways. So it's social meaning, paid or unpaid work, and social impact. So it's all about purpose and impact, second acts for the greater good.
Monica?
Encore is all about helping people that are out there looking for what's next in their lives. There's a lot of people around our age that have successful careers or are changing roles in life. Maybe kids have left for college, and they're looking for what they're going to do next. And we're at that stage in life where everything is starting to come together, and we're finding new interests and new opportunities, and that's what Encore helps us do.
We talked earlier about demographics as it relates to Give Day, and one of the desires of Give Day is to reach to younger people, Gen Xers and millennials, while at the same time speaking to baby boomers and people who came before who may have already have charitable giving as part of what they've done throughout their lives. And what Encore does is focus on people who are not only moving into this new phase of life, but are experiencing longer life than we have ever experienced before.
Exactly, and that's what makes it exciting, because the average age of when people are living to be 85 or 90 years old, that time where at 50 they say, I really want to get off the gerbil wheel and do something that really matters to me, you've got an extra bonus 20 or 30 years to be able to do whatever that is, whether it be to start a business or to work in a nonprofit or to even just to start a different kind of work in a different something that they put aside a long time ago.
So tell us how Encore works with these folks.
Well, Encore Tampa Bay is really all about two real focuses. One is that we create pathways and programs and resources that help midlife adults to discover, retool, and connect to whatever is their encore. The second part of what we do, which is also important, is connecting talent to the community. So if we know that 500,000 people over 50 years old are in the Tampa-St. Pete area alone, and these are people who want to do something that's exciting and engaging, we can only benefit from that with the organizations, whether it be businesses, nonprofits, and even entrepreneurs. So we are all about connecting the talent to the community, helping organizations to think differently about what we are going to be doing in this second half of life.
So, Monica, let's personalize this. If I'm sitting out there saying, who should I give to? Why should it be Encore, and where will that money go?
The reason why I think it's important to give to Encore is when you're an older entrepreneur, which I am, when you're an older entrepreneur, a lot of those resources that are available for the young just don't match right with what you're looking for. You're at a different stage of life, you have a different skill set, and you also have different things you need to learn at this age. We have decades of experience in a lot of things, but maybe lacking a bit in technology and some of the other things that come naturally to our children and our grandchildren. And Encore focuses on that. Encore understands what stage in life we're in and what kind of training that we need to go forward. And that's why I got involved with Encore and why I think it's such a great opportunity for all of us. And I hope the community really will support us as we continue to grow.
And tell us about your business, your entrepreneurship.
My business is Reunion Care. Reunion Care, we are changing the way we care for each other. We have a family-based care management system, and we're helping adults who are taking care of aging parents or adults who are taking care of disabled children to collect all their information together and create a circle of care around the person they're caring for to make sure that they're getting the right resources they need and the right kind of advocacy from community-based resources, from healthcare and everything else, pulling it all together into one system that's highly coordinated and easy to use.
Another thing that's needed as we live to be older and live longer. So did you do much to advertise Give Day?
Well, yes, I have a person that helps me a lot with social media, and so she's teaching me and helping me at the same time, and so I've been sending out lots of personal emails to people. What's exciting is that Encore Tampa Bay has created a network of organizations. The Community Foundation is my host as an Encore Fellow, AARP, Center for Women, Eckerd College, HCC. So there's a lot of other organizations who are in my camp spreading the good word as well about what we're doing.
Well, we appreciate all that all of our nonprofits are doing. Thanks for being here with us. We appreciate it, and good luck.
Thanks for having us, Cathy.
Give Day.
Thanks, Cathy.
And it's time to go to our leaderboard once again while we bring up our next guest. So this is constantly changing. The numbers are being updated every moment as you contribute and help the effort for Give Day Tampa Bay. Thank you. Here's the leaderboard. Now, as you look at that leaderboard, remember there are a number of Give Day incentives and prizes to encourage you to donate if you need more encouragement. During this noon hour, the United Way Suncoast Lunch Break Prize of $5,000 will be awarded to the nonprofit organization with the most donations between noon and 1 o'clock. So call all your friends and family members and ask them to donate during that hour to an organization so that it can receive that gift of $5,000. And for all your gifts, you simply go to givedaytampabay.org. And with us now are representatives of the MacDonald Training Center. We have Jim Fragvogel, who is the president and CEO. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you for
And
having me.
also with us is Jennifer Bosky, who's with the MacDonald Training Center, and we're going to talk with you about what you do there. Jim, first of all, let's brag on you a little bit. WEDU held the Be-More Awards back in February, and I believe you were the recipient of a fairly large award.
Yes, we were. The Be-More Entrepreneurial Award, and for the entire organization. As an organization, we have a business plan that is very entrepreneurial, and we look at doing business with business in the Tampa Bay community. We see the future of the people we serve, people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and other disabilities, as being with their local community.
And so how does that work? How do you connect the folks with the jobs?
Well, first of all, it starts with people having the skill sets that they need. For a long time, MacDonald Training Center was one of the traditional sheltered workshops, of which there are still many. We rejected that model over 10 years ago.
Let's talk about what a sheltered workshop is quickly for folks who don't know.
It's a sheltered workshop where people with typically intellectual and developmental disabilities do simple, repetitive tasks that don't challenge them very much.
Within a sheltered environment,
The idea is to keep people safe and away from any harm, so to speak.
And now your focus is on getting them out into the actual community, the workplaces.
Correct. We challenge people, and we do that by immersing them in real work activities. We run real businesses. We are also partnering with over 80 businesses. And that allows us to immerse them in the type of environment where they learn real skills, they use real equipment, They use power tools, they use heavy machinery and everything else, and they learn productivity. So when they go out in the community, they can get real jobs and they can maintain those jobs for long periods of time.
And Jennifer, what's your job?
My job is work on the Sun Pass. And
on the Sun Pass?
Yeah, on the Sun Pass. And I'm in the program with Dachshund. And
how do you like your job?
I like it.
Why?
Because I'm there with my friends, and I'm there to work.
And you like to work?
I love to work.
You know what? This is a secret. There's a lot of people out there who don't really like to work so much. Why do you like it? Tell them.
Well, because I like it because I'm just not sit around and do nothing. I just like to work.
When you work, you probably feel like you're giving something to other people.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I always get something.
It makes you feel good?
Yeah, it makes me feel so good, and I'm happy with it.
Good. Well, we appreciate you taking a little time off work to come talk to us.
Thank you.
And so that is very much what Give Day is all about. Letting people know that giving and participating and working with other people feels good. So your chance to plug MacDonald Training Center, why pick that as one of our nonprofits of choice?
Well, I think because we are so aggressive in pursuing community integration for the people we serve, we reject common myths and misconceptions about what people can and cannot do. For example, there's a misconception that people with intellectual developmental disabilities always need to be treated for their condition. The people we serve are not broken. It's who they are. They're fantastic people. A good example of that is residential. We got rid of all our licensed residential facilities over 12 years ago, and all the people we serve, about 53 people in the community residentially, they all live in their own homes and they make their own decisions, and we support that. And we already spoke about getting rid of the sheltered workshop. And now Jennifer is one of the latest members of our advanced job skills, and she's looking to get a job in the community, and she's got the skills to do it, and she's already great for us as a trainee. She'll be a great employee for somebody out there.
Jennifer, if you could pick any job you wanted in the community, what would you be doing?
I would like to work in a movie theater.
In a movie theater?
Yes.
And what would you like to do there?
I like to do the tickets for them.
Okay.
To see which way they go.
All right. Everybody hear that? Who's got any connections with movie theaters? You've got your next ticket person right here, Jennifer Bosky, MacDonald Training Center.
That's
okay.
right.
Who, by the way, you're celebrating your 60th anniversary this year.
60th anniversary. Yes, we are.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being with us. Nice to meet you, Jennifer. Nice to see you,
Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks, and good luck. And it's time to go back to the leaderboard, which, as you know, we're updating minute by minute as the donations come in. We hope that you are participating. And let's take a look at that leaderboard to see where our nonprofits stand. Remember, prizes are going out to nonprofits throughout the day. Those who are getting the most donations, there will be a winner. Last year, $1,000,089 was raised. This year, the Community Foundation and Florida Next hope to top that, and you can help. constantly updating the leaderboard back at Give Day headquarters, so we'll keep giving you a look at it so you can see where the nonprofits stand and where you're playing a role. Now, one of our favorite guests is here, a member of the four-legged animal kingdom. Let's meet Weaver. He is with the Dachshund Adoption, Rescue, and Education.
Correct.
Now, is he up for adoption?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
He
and
is
Weaver
available.
is 7 years old.
That is correct.
And you are Alicia Duval. You're the president.
Yes, I am.
And with you is Cheryl Scripter, who's the vice president.
I am.
Welcome. Tell us about Dachshund Rescue.
D.A.R.E has been around since 2004. We have rescued over 3,000 dachshunds in the state of Florida. We're a Florida-only rescue, so we serve the community right here where we live. Every cent of our donation goes right into our vetting fund. It's how we pay for vetting for dogs like Weaver, who we just got this weekend, and he is going to require probably somewhere around $600 or $700 worth of vetting. He needs blood work done. He's almost a senior, and he's going to require a dental. He's got some rotten teeth that we need to take care of.
Where did Weaver come from?
He was an owner surrender from someone who advised us that they could no longer take care of him anymore.
And Cheryl, what happens with dogs like Weaver? What's the process for getting them vetted and adopted?
Well, usually they are brought in, introduced into a foster home. At that point, we have vets that we work with throughout the state of Florida, and they are completely vetted. Anything that they need to be ready for a new home is completed. We write bios, post pictures on our Facebook and also on our website. And at that point, we do different events where we take the dogs so that people can meet and greet. And once the perfect family is found, then we adopt them.
And Weaver is doing just great here. He's clearly a laid-back dog. He's fine with all of this. And just to put ourselves in the place of somebody like Weaver, I mean, he had what he thought was a loving and secure home, and then boom, one day that's all over.
Actually, Weaver's a twice D.A.R.E dog. We first D.A.R.E had him about 10 years ago, almost. In 2010. I'm sorry. He was about a year old and he got adopted. And the lady that adopted him has had a health issue change, and so she contacted us and said she couldn't take care of him anymore and needed to return him to us. So we took him back. So we're going to get him adopted again. But he was with us when he was about 1 year old to begin with.
And how many dogs do you have available for adoption at any given time, or what's an average?
It fluctuates, usually somewhere between 20 and 50. It totally depends on the amount of foster space we have. Foster homes and donations are what keep a rescue going. If we don't have foster space, we can't save a dog.
And foster space, Cheryl, are people who volunteer to house the dogs, to take care of them until
yes,
they find.
They incorporate them into their home as if it was their dog. They are the ones that write the bios because they know the best. They take pictures. They keep us updated on the dogs. And without them, we're lost. And at this point, we get every single day requests to take in new dachshunds that are, some of them are on the euthanasia list. So we are very desperate for as many foster homes as we can find. And unfortunately, we can adopt one out and have 3 waiting in the wings to come in.
Yeah, meaning that they're in shelters and they're on the euthanasia list. They're going to be killed because there's no more space for them. And I think it's important to point out that no matter what kind of dog you want, whether it's a dachshund or a German Shepherd or a poodle, you do not have to buy. You can adopt, and you can find a rescue group for whatever kind of dog.
Exactly. D.A.R.E actually does Dachshund and Dachshund mixes. We're one of the few Dachshund rescues that will take a Dachshund mix as well. We have more purebreds than we do mixes, and people don't understand that you can get a purebred Dachshund. And we do occasionally have puppies. I was going to bring 2 dogs today. I have a 1-year-old purebred little girl, but she got adopted this morning, so I did not bring her. But we do occasionally get the younger dogs, you know. Weaver is perfect. He has walked the studio today. He walks great on a leash. He doesn't bark. He is just awesome.
And he's not going to need house training.
No, he will not need house training. He will go and sit by the door and bark to let you know that he needs to go out.
Oh, Weaver.
He's awesome.
I wish I could reach you, honey. Well, it was good to meet you guys, Weaver.
Thank you, Cathy.
Joel, and thank you for being here. And I know you do lots of great work. We talk about it, and you're doing a lot of good stuff. So thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. And we will bring up our next guest in just a moment. You'll meet some more folks who are participating in Give Day Tampa Bay and who are working to make our community better all year round. But first, let's go to the leaderboard. Welcome back to Give Day Tampa Bay. We have a very special guest here at WEDU who will be familiar to many of you. Allison Hedrick is our Vice President of Communications, and with us is Clifford. Hello, Clifford. Nice to see you. For those who don't know Clifford, tell us what Clifford is.
How could anybody not know Clifford? Obviously, he's one of our favorites from our PBS Kids programming, and he's here to spend the day with us. And so if you pop by, you get a chance to meet Clifford and have your picture taken. He's just having a great time.
Well, it's nice to have you here, Clifford, in person. Thank you. Allison, you've been working very closely with the Give Day Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Tell us.
Yes, it's been very, very busy, but it's been so exciting to work with all the nonprofits and help raise awareness for this day of local giving, where the donations stay local, they help our local citizens, and it's just been amazing. It's like a family reunion here today.
With all the people that you know, because you had a Be More.
Yes, yes. One of our favorite programs here is to honor nonprofits and the work that they're doing in the community, and so a lot of those nonprofits that have been honored over the past 10 years of Be More are here today to share their stories and hopefully get some donations for their organizations for the work that they do.
So you work for a nonprofit, you work with nonprofits. You are the perfect person to tell us why we should support nonprofits.
Well, you know, these are nonprofits, organizations, and people that are serving our community, so they know what our community needs are, and that's very, very important. And so when you donate to these local communities, it's going to help your neighbors, your family, your coworkers, you know, so it's staying here and it's creating impact for our community.
So giving help at home, your home.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Allison.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and we appreciate all that you do here at WEDU every day. Thank you. Also with us is Julie Jenkins. She is the Director of Development at St. Peter Claver Catholic School. Hi, Julie.
Hi.
So tell us about St. Peter Claver.
Well, a lot of people don't realize this, but we're a 121-year-old school located in downtown Tampa, and we're one of the oldest African-American schools in the country.
African-American school.
Mm-hmm.
You're clearly not African-American.
No, I'll tell you, the people that run this school, it's definitely community-based. It's a mission to help children who are below poverty level. 95% of our students are below poverty level. But it doesn't matter if a child's red, white, black, or blue. Every child deserves an education, and that's what the mission of the school has always been. A lot of famous alumni, too.
We'll get to that in a moment. That was a good tease. I think we'd like to hear some of those famous people. Don't let me forget. But how are your students selected?
Students aren't selected. They actually will apply, and unless, God forbid, there's some terrible, terrible reason, we have a nun that runs the school who's our principal. She believes every child deserves a chance, and she will work to the end of the earth to get that child through school. Where some schools sometimes, you know, they'll just pass them on, even if they can't read. Our kids will stay, they will learn what they have to learn. So
are you saying that pretty much everyone who applies is able to get into the school?
Well, we have 200 children right now. When I started 3 years ago, we only had 80. So the school has had its ups and downs, but because of the community, we're still here because of that. So at this point in time, we could accommodate possibly 25, 50 more, but we're busting at the seams right now.
And are you looking at new buildings? How will you be able to grow?
In the past 3 years, we've had generous donors. We've iPads, e-textbooks, new science lab. We're working on a play court right now. We're actually working on a community foundation grant for the future and endowment.
And tell us again the grades and who goes through your school.
Pre-K through 8th grade. And then they go on into, public school or private school.
And is assistance given to your graduates to help them find the right school for them, the right high school?
Yes, and there are scholarships available at some of the private schools and, of course, some of the public schools, too.
And one of the really important pieces of this mission is that the graduation rate for folks in the public school who fit this demographic is pretty abysmal. Yes. And I would suspect that your rates are much better.
Yes, and that's one of the things that we really work on. The teachers there, they're not there for the money. They're there for the children. So they're going to make sure that these kids have what it takes to go on into their future.
And how do you prep them?
Well, we prep them. I'm not a teacher. I raise money for them, but we have very good, knowledgeable teachers in the arts. We've got Battelle Conservatory that works with us. So stuff that we don't offer, we're getting help from the community, like Battelle in dancing and violins. We just had 2 black violinists that came in, the famous group. So that is a great prep for kids that have never seen a violin.
So there's a lot of private schools out there, a lot of schools that function on scholarships and need help. Plug for St. Peter Claver. Why choose this school?
Well, if you believe in every child deserves an education, St. Peter Claver, whether they're black, Hispanic, or white, which we do have Hispanics, we do have a few whites, but primarily African-American children below poverty level in their families, if you feel that there's a need to help, we would definitely appreciate the help because they need the help.
Okay, now back to that tease. Some famous people who've graduated from your school.
Did you ever hear of Prissy from Gone with the Wind?
Prissy?
Prissy from Gone with the Wind. Judge Wilson, Blanche Armwood, a lot of politicians, to name a few that have went through the school. A lot of our kids that are there, their grandparents, their great-grandparents, their uncles, their aunts. And it's just not from the demographics of where we're at in downtown Tampa, Riverview, all over. So they come back.
Okay. Well, thank you for educating us about the school
Thank
and
you
what
so
you're
much.
doing, and good luck to you on Give Day.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Jolie. And now it's back to our leaderboard to see where the various nonprofits stand and donations. Take a look. Our next guests are with the Diversity Initiative. Vanessa Rodriguez is the vice president, and Maria Collier is a participant in the Diversity Initiative program. So let's start, Vanessa, with what the Diversity Initiative does.
It is quite a mouthful. We say TDI for short.
Okay, TDI from now on.
Sure. TDI, what we are is we're a nonprofit 501c3 charity that was founded in 2008 to improve the quality and continuity of services for individuals with disabilities transitioning into employment. And when we say disability, sometimes people are familiar with certain ones, but we focus on all types of disabilities. Intellectual, physical, medical, behavioral, so really the gamut. And the individuals in our programs offer unique abilities to employers and businesses in our community. And that's really what we focus on, and is empowerment through employment, through focusing on those strengths, abilities, and talents of the individuals that we serve.
Yes, so less emphasis on disabilities, emphasis is on abilities and what the people can do and what they can bring to the workforce.
Yes.
Mariah, tell us about you.
My name is Mariah Lee McMillan Collier.
Get a little closer to the mic.
My name is Mariah Lee McMillan Collier, and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in 1988 in criminal justice, and I went to Austin Peay State University for health, master's in health. I've had some disappointments in my life, but the Diversity Initiative program has helped me, because I was out of the workforce for several years because my husband is 100% disabled veteran, and I know I'm talking fast, but I'm nervous. But I looked for employment for a very long time, for about 6 years, and I was not being able to get employed. So what Diversity Initiative helped me with was my resume, a job coach, and once I was employed, they helped me to keep the job by intervention with my employer.
Now, I don't want to get more personal than you might be comfortable with, and if you can speak up just a little bit, that would be great. There's no need to be nervous. We're all just winging it here. It's all fine. But I hear master's degree. It's like, why would there be any trouble getting a job?
Well, I went to get the master's degree. However, after it was completed, the school decided that because of my disability, it would not be awarded. They thought that it was compromised because of my disability.
And what is your disability?
I have a learning disability. I have 2 hearing aids, and I'm considered mildly retarded.
And what are your abilities, and what are you bringing to the workforce?
My abilities is a great smile, a great personality. I love to talk. I love to meet people. And I'm a hard worker. I try to be on time where I'm supposed to be. I try to listen to my supervisors and accomplish any task that they have asked me to do.
Okay. And Vanessa, why should employers turn to you?
Well, I think that the reason they should turn to us is because all of our services, both to the individuals that we serve and to their business community, are no fee. We offer customized employment solutions and really focus on getting to know the business and their needs and matching them to the talents and unique abilities of the individuals that we serve and helping them to link with the maybe non-traditional workforce that not only brings value to their businesses, but enrichment and diversity to their workplaces as well.
And the people that you serve, like Mariah, really want to work,
They
which
want
is
to work.
invaluable to an employer.
Absolutely.
Well, good luck to you on Give Day, and good luck to you with your career, the Diversity Initiative. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
And it's time to go back once again to the leaderboard. Our next guests will be coming up to take their places while you take a look at where the various nonprofits stand as Give Day Tampa Bay now reaches almost $600,000 in giving. We're back for what we call the lightning round of this hour of Give Day Tampa Bay, and we're going to introduce guests who are briefly going to tell us what they do and why you should contribute to their nonprofit. Rebecca Goodall is with the American Diabetes Association. Tell us about it.
Yes, our mission is to prevent and cure diabetes, and so our locally raised funds go towards family link events where children with type 1 diabetes and their parents can interact. It goes towards safe at school events to keep children with type 1 safe at schools, and it goes towards prevention and care for type 2 patients so that they can learn how to better themselves and try to reverse or prevent future diabetes.
And very quickly, type 1 and type 2. Differences.
Type 1 is insulin dependent. Type 2 can be insulin dependent, but the difference is that some forms of type 2 are reversible or treatable without insulin, whereas type 1 will never be without insulin.
Okay, thank you. Rich Strell is Director of Development for the Center for Great Apes. Tell us about that.
Center for Great Apes, located in Wauchula in Hardy County. We service the entire country. We rescue apes from the entertainment industry. They're used in zoos and movies and that sort of thing. Unwanted pets like Bubbles, Michael Jackson's former chimpanzee, and some from lab research. We have 44 great apes, chimpanzees, and orangutans. We are the only accredited orangutan sanctuary in the country through GFAS.
So tell us what defines a great ape.
Well, there are 4 great apes, and the big thing people often wonder or associate them with is monkeys. Monkeys have tails, apes don't. So great apes are also gorillas and bonobos, but currently we only have chimpanzees and orangutans.
And you mentioned some of the venues from which they come. I don't think a lot of people realize how many are out there hoping for rescue and help.
That's right. We are currently expanding for that purpose, but there are quite a few still in this country today that really could use a home. They're living in small, dark cages oftentimes.
Okay, thank you. Leah Berger is a facilitator with Pathfinder Outdoor Education. What do you do?
Hi, yes. Our mission is to deliver fun, challenging adventures to youth and adult that helps engage them with themselves, each other, and the community. Our scholarship raises programs to give these activities to at-risk students and lower-level public schools.
So what kind of things are you doing outdoors, real quickly?
Canoeing, high ropes, tree climbing, team building activities, basically recreation with community-oriented twist.
Okay. Thank you all. We appreciate you being here. And I will say goodbye for this hour of Give Day Tampa Bay. Stay tuned. Your next host is coming up along with her guests. And let's take a look at the leaderboard as we head into noon.